I wasn't that surprised, really, as I thought it shouldn't have moved in the first place, and I thought it was a shame to upheave so many families and put people through so much stress. And, I mean, there were people moving from New York. There were people here that, do I have a job? Do I don't? I don't have a job. Kids are in school. This and that. I mean, you hear all of that. The way it trickles down to the average person that's working, in a show like that. So when it went back to 11:30, what a lot of, because I thought it should have never changed anyway. So I was like, that's great to be back. Can we go back to the other studio so these people can hear what we're doing? Everybody had a kind of a sigh of relief that we're everything was back. We were back. The whole thing was back. But during this whole period, there was a shift in late night altogether. That it seemed like people had picked sides by that time, and it wasn't the same. It was kind of the same for us to go in and do our show, but it wasn't the same thing as you felt from people. By this time, people had labeled Jay this, labeled Conan this, the whole thing, and it was just not as innocent a feeling as it was, because now people felt like I think the audience at home may have felt like they were taken for granted, or some, they felt that way, and because they had grown secure with this and that, and then it's healed up, this changed, and then they're back, and the whole thing, the sets changed, and the music's changed, and I don't know how they would measure that, but I have a feeling that it just wasn't about going back, and just late night in general across the board. I think could be cable, could be whatever. I don't think the whole juggling thing helped. That people start going, oh, well, maybe there's something else to do, or and the whole thing, and that, of course, nothing adds pressure like ratings. You want to feel pressure. But again, let's go back and do a good job. This, all we can do is all we can do. So you deal with that, and now, along with doing the show, you have to accept responsibility for all the things that happened that led up to going back to the 11:30 show, and just traveling around the country, and and whether people liked it or disliked it, they seem to have a more determined viewpoint about it, which more it wasn't as carefree as it used to be. Now they were given so much information, and this was national news for so long, that they have a right to have a real direct opinion about it now. And I don't know if that's such a great thing for a variety show to have. You want easy going. You want people to feel delighted just at the mention of the name of the show. Oh, that show. Oh, yeah. Oh, love it. The whole. That's what you don't want to say. Oh, wow. Oh, you're from. Oh, you're Kevin from the Tonight Show. And you don't want them to go into. Well, I think what should have happened is that. And right away, I just go like, wow, that's a change from wow, you and Jay or this and that, and what happened to the Biondo thing? What happened to the, now the first thing is their opinion about the whole, 10 o'clock, Conan, the whole, so, well, when did that become part of, what the fans are thinking of? And I thought that's something that was created in them. And that's probably not the best